I just need to be sure I've got total freedom of movement with our controls. Now let's see here. Map, nearest, AWPT, send all the frequencies to the radio. Let's go back. Now I've to listen to the weather. Oh.
Observation 1744 Zulu. Wind 030 at 10. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 19 Celsius. Dew point 12 Celsius. Altimeter 3019.
Sure, that's clear. All of that, everything's working. See where that guy is. Aircraft on long final. How far are you?
Panda 12 Whiskey is 7 mile final 02, Bremerton.
10 mile final, experimental 143 Sarah Foxtrot, taking off on 2 Bremerton.
Bremerton traffic airlift 2 is just 3.5 to the northwest, just over the hillside here, inbound. Staying out of the pattern, we're back inbound for the ramp, north side of the ramp. Just keep it low and be looking for traffic. Bremerton.
Our pattern is mainly on this side of the airport, so we're going to go over there until we get high enough. So we're doing 88 knots, that's knots. Mile per hour is about 10% higher. So we're going close to 100 miles an hour. We're at about 1,000 feet, 960. Engine instruments are all in the green.
Everything looks so much littler up here.
Yep, it does. Ah, there he is, Sam.
Yeah.
And there he is. The yellow lines are other aircraft.
Okay.
So he's right over there, I think, coming in for a landing. Now you see the hill here. That's why we couldn't go straight across until we got up in altitude. And if you look at our thing, that's in yellow, which means it's close to our altitude. Things in red are above us. And if we got too close to that, the wind currents generated by that will bounce us around quite a bit. Now, you fly an airplane with real light fingers, and in fact, if it's trimmed properly, you really can let go like that, and the airplane will still fly pretty much straight and level. It takes a little bit to send it off. After 5, 6, 7 seconds, then it'll start to drift off. But, you know, I can trim it right now to where it's pretty much easy and I can just fly it. You don't grab it real hard. No need to do that. Okay.
There's not as much friction in the air.
No, this is kind of a sports car of an airplane. The controls are really light. So you'll see it doesn't take much to make this aircraft turn or move, and we don't move the controls very much because, you know, we don't want to turn upside down, especially because we're pretty low to the ground. And this aircraft is not approved for aerobatics.
Yeah, my mom said no barrels.
And that's against the rules of the Young Eagle flight center. So you can put your hand here if you want. Now just follow me on the controls. If you want to turn to the right, then you just sort of control it. And if you keep it there, it'll stay in the turn until you deliberately move it back to level. And generally, flying an airplane, you spend most of the time looking outside, and then every couple minutes or so, you do an instrument scan, make sure everything is okay. So, and then if you want to, just keep your hand on there, and then we'll turn to the left a little bit. Okay? And doesn't take much, and then move it right back. And then obviously if you want to go up, you can pull back, but that slows you down. So generally, if we want to go up, we go full throttle, and if we want to go down, we'll pull back on the throttle, and that way, instead of diving down, we'll just settle down real nice and easy. So we're at 2,600 foot, which is perfectly safe. We'll stay between 2,500 and 3,000. You got to be careful. There's a tendency sometimes when you get the controls to pull back, and that will make us go up. So once in a while, you just look here. But really and truly, you can look outside. If you look at the dash and where the horizon is, or even the top of that fog line, you look at how high this is. If you go up, that disappears. And if you go down, then it gets bigger. And you can see if we're turning to the right or turning to the left. So most of the time you fly an airplane, you're looking outside. So if you want to fly it, just put your hand on there. Nice and easy. Let's set it up. Right now we are perfectly straight and level. And you're flying the airplane. You have the controls. It'll take a little bit of getting used to. Nope, you're going down and to the right. And just a little tiny bit of control. Go ahead and hold on. You keep your hand on there. I'll just once in a while get it and correct you.
Kayak 6 Tango Alpha is right downwind 02. Will be touch and go.
There we go. Okay, now we're recording. You see this over here?
I have the
that line there. We have to be very, very careful of that because that's the Bangor Air submarine base, and you're not supposed to fly anywhere near that. So what we'll do is turn to the right. Turn to the right.
Oh, the right.
Very gentle. There you go. Just keep it in a nice, shallow, gentle turn like that. Oops. Now you see you got to keep your nose up to the same angle as it was when you were level. Keep going over to the right.
Bremerton traffic, $4 Tango entering right downwind.
Nope, you're going down.
At Bremerton.
See how the nose is pointing down?
Bremerton traffic, kayak 6 Tango Alpha turning right, base 02, Bremerton traffic.
We're going to go to the other side. The airport's on the other side of those hills. Don't go straight to the hills. Straighten her out now. There you go. Put your nose down just a little bit. There you go. You can check it here and see. Now we're going up a little bit, and this one will show if we're going down. But generally, you can just look at that sight picture.
Bremerton RV 614 Tango turning final runway 0.
Go right over that lake ahead of us.
Go at Bremerton.
That way we won't get too close to the hills here. Yeah, go a little bit to the left. As we get closer here, I'll take it. I have the aircraft.
Yeah, I could really start to feel that wind.
Yeah, yeah. You don't have to be really on them. Just be close to them and you'll feel that wind. We're going to drop down a little bit so we get to the right pattern altitude, which is about 1,400 feet. We're at 1,900 right now, so we got to drop 500 feet. We're going across the ground at 111 knots, so that's about 125 miles an hour. Bremerton traffic, experimental 143 Sierra Foxtrot on the 45, runway 2, Bremerton.
Bremerton
traffic, Sky 16 Alpha is right crosswind 02. Look for that traffic on the downwind. Bremerton traffic. Bremerton traffic, Sky 16 Alpha is right downwind 02. Still don't see the traffic entering into the downwind. Look for him if you can report back.
We're about a mile behind you. We have you in sight, not a factor.
Thank you much, 16 Alpha.
Bremerton traffic 30 Foxtrot turning downwind, runway 2, Bremerton. Bremerton traffic 30 Foxtrot turning base for number 2, Bremerton. We have the aircraft on final in sight.
So traffic system 94659er passing midfield, we'll be doing a teardrop entry on a runway 12 for right traffic for touching goes Bremerton.
Bremerton traffic 30 Foxtrot, final to Bremerton.
Bremerton traffic, Cherokee 91 Juliet, turning.
Bremerton traffic, Sky 16 Alpha is upwind 02. Bremerton traffic.
Bremerton traffic, Cherokee 91 Juliet, turning final, runway 2, Bremerton.
Bremerton traffic 30 Foxtrot, clear of the runway.